All right, this is game 2, Inside Pitch League. It's Liberty at Metros using iScore, and it's Nolan Ryan versus Gary Peters. So let's get Gary Peters. Let's see. Shamsky's leading off for the Liberty, and it's Shamsky, Rodriguez, and Ostremski, Powell, Smith, and Hendricks, and Garrido, Alvarado, and Peters. So that's the lineup for Liberty, and let's start this off. I have my replay little base tabletop field, and then of course below that I have my APA field and a couple other fields. All right, let's get started. Play ball, and here's the first pitch by Nolan Ryan. Remember, it's +3 and +3 on walks at Chase Stadium. On walks and Ks, it's +3, +3. So that's a 6-6, and that's going to be at the ballpark. Oh boy, I love this. We're going to use that 9, so we don't have to roll it again, and it's a 3-3 again, and that is a ?7 with a 9, and that will be just missed a triple, and that is a drive by Shamsky, and he's going to get a double. One hop off the wall, played nicely off by the center fielder Otis, and it's a leadoff double. And the first game I played, it was a leadoff triple. Yikes. All right, here's Aurelio Rodriguez, and the pitch is a 50 and a 6. It's a blank. Can use that 11 if it stays on 11, and it's a 2 and a 1. That's a single pass to shortstop. Shamsky is a 3 and a single pass to shortstop. This is 4. Let's see what he needs. Single pass to shortstop to score. He needs, looks like, a 3 to a 6, and he will score. All right, 1-0, just like that. We lost 8-2 or 9-3 and or 10-3 in yesterday's game or this morning's game. Here's Karlie Ostremski, Nolan Ryan with a 22, and that's a star line. We'll use the 2, and that's a fly out to left. Powell is next, and a 22, and again that's a star line, and a 2 again will be a ground ball to second base, and this could be a double play. Let's roll one die to see. Those are double D6s, by the way. Oh, Jesus, what the hell? All right. Oh, a 2. Oh, that's going to be a double play. That's going to be a double play. He's a 2, plus 1's a 3, plus halfway is a 4, plus the 1 for a pivot is a 5. So that's a double play. And it was a 22. It was a 4-6-3 double play. So 1 run scores. Oh, damn. Ground ball, 4-6-3 double play. Out at second. That's it. So we go to the bottom of the first inning. It's going to be Dave Cash leading it off for the Metros. Dave Cash against Gary Peters. Let's do it. Here's a pitch to Cash. Oh, let's get rid of that guy. It's a 45. Damn it. Can't get him out of there. All right, a 45 is going to be a K, and an 18 is going to be too high. So let's roll on Cash. 45 is a K. That's a 63, and that's a star line too, which is a bouncer to short, picked up by the shortstop Alvarado, and he throws out Cash. 1 down. Here's Darren Johnson. Darren Johnson now, and that's a 42, and that's a potential walk with an 11. It will be a base on balls, so it's a walk for Johnson. Pete Rose is up next. He's batting from the right side. Gary Peters is a lefty, and that's a 3 and a 1, and that's double question mark. Again, he's batting from the right side, so that'll take us over to Rose. We're going to use that 5. Well, now it's a 4. It's a 2-5, and that's a grounded to short. Grounded to short. Pete Rose is at least a 2, at least a 3. So let's see. And that's a 5. It's not going to be a double play, but it will be a fielder's choice. So it's going to be 6-4, fielder's choice. Force out at second. Rose is on at first. Sal Bando with a 23. 2-3s at the ballpark. This is never works for me. 19. We're going to use that 19, and it's a 32, and that's a grounded short. I told you. All right. Smith is leading off 1-0. Smith versus Ryan. Reggie Smith, switch hitter, batting from the left side. And a 6 and a 3 is a K plus. That will, with a 2, that will be a strikeout. Hendricks was a 2 and a 5. That's a wild. Let's do it again. And that's a 5 and a 1. All right, that was a 5 and a 1 on a throw, and there's no throw, so that's a fly out to center field. 2 outs. Hendricks flies out to center, and that's Sotis who makes the catch, and Gil Garrido, right-handed batter. And that's a 3 and a 6. That's a walk plus with an 8. The plus will be another 10, and that'll be base on balls. So Ryan walks Garrido, and that I believe is his first walk of the game. Here's Luis Alvarado, another righty. That's a 20 and a 5. That's a wild with a 10, and that's a wild pitch. And over to second base. On a wild pitch goes Garrido. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Alvarado and then Peters. Peters 244 hitter, so we're going to pitch to 224 hitter instead. That's a 6-4, and that is a K with a 20. I do not believe that's going to be a K. No, it will not be. We will roll on Alvarado, and that's a 1-4, and that's a fly ball left field. Rudy on the run, and Rudy gets there. Joe Rudy got a good read on that ball right off the bat and tracked it down. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. Peters, the lefty, for the Liberty. It's inside pitch league game. And Amos Sotis with a 6 and a 1. That's a home run if he's a lefty. He is not, so it's a blank. We'll use the 8. Oh, it was an 8. Now it's a 1. 22, and that's a ground ball up the middle. And Alvarado gets there, spins, throws to first, and in time in the dirt, but scooped out nicely by Powell. Booger Powell. Nice scoop. Here's Joe Rudy with a 6-1, a lefty, a home run. It's a blank. And so we will roll on Rudy's card, and that's a 1 and a 4, and that is a star line 2, which is bounced to short. Gloved by Alvarado, and he throws out Rudy. Can't get a hit, man. You can't buy a hit. Jesus Christ. 6-3, a walk, a 14. No walk. And it's a 6 and a 5, and that's grounded again. Slowly to short. Alvarado makes the play, and that retires the side. Christ, oh man, we have 3 hits in yesterday's game. We have no hits today. And I switched the lineup so many times. Frustrating when you get into these slumps. Peters leading off. Pitch from Ryan. It's 1-0 Liberty. That's a 22, and that's a star line 1. So fly to left. 1 down. Shamsky. Art Shamsky bats from the left side. Let's switch him over. And an ice score. All right, that is a 6-5, and that's a home run against a righty. That will be a 10. So we use that 4, and that's a drive to down the line. And if it stays fair, it's a home run, and that's a fair ball. Home run for Art Shamsky. 2-0. Aurelio Rodriguez. That's a 2 and a 5. It's a wild. And that's a 4 and a 2. That's strikeout. Swings and misses at a Ryan fastball. And that's a 5 and a 2. That's another K. A 17 is going to be. Oh no, 17 is going to be too high. And that's a 56, and that's a question mark 9 with a 12, and that will, against a righty, that will be a flat right. Here is Jeff Torborg. Jeff Torborg. That ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Here's Jeff Torborg. First game he's played with the Metros this season. That's a 1 and a 5. He's giving St. Ian a break. That's a potential walk. An 18 will be too high. And it's a 33, and that's bounced to third down the line, backhanded by the third baseman. Who is that? Rodriguez, and he throws to first for the out. Next is the pitcher now, a 4-6, and the pitcher's a righty, so he will get the swing off his card, and that's a bouncer and passed in the hole, gets through the hole, and Garrido just failed to reach it. And that is Nolan Ryan with a 3-5 base hit to right field. Dave Cash now, pitch from Peters. That's a 6 and a 2. That's a range plate at the ballpark. Range play. Let's see if it's a hit. Oh, that's going to be a base hit. And a 2 and a 3. It's a 9 and it's a 10. And that's going to be a triple. A triple. 2, 2, 3. And that's the right field. Shamsky is like whatever. He's not very adept. He's not an adept fielder. It's like I think he's a 3 or something like that. Yeah, he's a 4 in right field. But that's a 6. Nobody's a 6. So, all right. So it's going to be a triple, and that will bring a run home. So it's 2-1 now. Triple for Dave Cash. That's one thing that I don't know. If this guy hit no triples and I'm hitting off the ballpark card, he could potentially get 3 triples or 4 triples in a season off the ballpark card. I mean, there's nothing to stop that. So there's no way that stat'll ever be correct. Because the ballpark card should say, hey, if you have no triples that season on the stats, or if you have no home run, what if it's a home run? I guess there may be something but in the rules, but I don't know. I haven't heard of it. All right, here's Darren Johnson with a runner on third. We will bring the infield. I don't like to bring the infield until the 5th. 1, 2, 3, we bring the infield in. All right, we don't bring the infield in. So we're willing to get the out. 1-6, and that's going to be a strikeout. A 14 will be a K. Now the infield is back, regular depth. 2 outs, and here's P. Rose with a 5-3. That's a K plus, and a 17. It will be a lefty. Wow, I wasn't looking. 15. It won't be a K because that'll be 15. We rolled a 17. So here's the pitch, Rose, and Rose with a 31, and that's popped up left side. Third baseman makes the catch, and that retires the side. 2-1. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Peters is a lefty. I gotta remind myself that. I don't even know if I was looking at that. All right. Booger Powell. That's Nolan Ryan. 3-3, and that's a range play. 3-3, range play. We already got the 13. Well, at 13, we're not going to need it probably. 3-1. And let's roll this. And it's a 5. I don't think Ryan is going to get there. No, he does not. That's a base hit. Base hit for Powell. He's on at first. Here's Reggie Smith with a 3-2. That's a home run question mark. With a 16, he's a switch hitter batting lefty, so there's nothing there. And that's a 2 and a 6, and that's a fly to center. 1 out. Next up is Hendricks. Oh, that's a 6-6, which means nothing. That's the ballpark. Ballpark, 5-3, and that's a ground ball second base. And let's see if there's a double play here. No. 4-3, runner advances. Runner on second now. So 5-3, runner, yep. Double checking. And now it's Garrido. Pitch from Ryan. It's a 1-4, and that's a potential error. Potential error 6-4, and that's a star line 2. It'll be an error on the second baseman. Let's see. Because now it's a 1. It was a 14, but I hit it, and it became a 1. I should have put it to the side. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. An error on the second baseman, 2. Runners advance 2 bases. So Rome will score on that E4. All right, 3-1. Alvarado. 6-4, and that is a potential K. 18 will not be a K. So we're rolling on Alvarado with a 3 and a 2, and that's line base hit center field. Let's see what Garrido will make it to third. There's 2 outs. I don't want to make the third out. He's only a 3, so I'll hold him in second. I don't want to make the third out because he's in scoring position anyway. Here's Gary Peters. Pitch from Ryan. And it's a 3-2. It's a home run question mark. Well, he's a lefty, so roll for Peters, and that's a 2 and a 1. That's a fly to right. Fly to right, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 4th. All right, bottom of the 4th inning. The score is 3-1. It's Ryan on the mound for the Metros versus Gary Peters, the left-hander. He's going to be facing Sal Bando. Let's see if the Metros can get some offense here. That's a 5 and a 6, and he's a righty, so we'll roll. And that is a 4 and a 4, and that's a line drive base hit left field. Lines 1 to Karlie Ostremski, who plays it on a hop, gets it into the shortstop Alvarado, and Bando's on at first. Here's Amos Otis with a 2-2. That's a potential walk. A 20 won't do it. That's going to be too high. We're going to roll off of Otis's card, and that's a drive. Unfortunately, that's caught in center field. Unfortunately for the Metros, fortunately for Gary Peters. All right, Joe Rudy can get a hit here, 2-3, and that is a ballpark. And that is a 3-1 on the ballpark. It's a blank. All right, so runner on base, and I couldn't find the rare play chart anywhere. I found 3 of the regular chart, which I can never find. And the one time I need a rare play chart, that I can't find. But I can find all the other regular charts with the regular play-by-play information. All right, so I rolled the 25, and that's going to be a pickoff by the catcher, and I have to resolve it by looking at the catcher's error rating. And that is Elrod Hendricks at first base. You have Sal Bando. He's got a bigger lead, so his error rating is a 16. So it's either going to be a 16 or less, and it is. It's going to be an error on the catcher, and that's all it says, error on the catcher. So I'm going to resolve. I'm going to just leave it at that as an E2. Let me check something real quick. Let me see if it could be more than a 1-base error, because I can visualize, okay, he throws the ball to first. Maybe he throws it over the first baseman's head or past the first baseman. It goes into the outfield, and Bando may be able to get an extra base out of it. Let me look at the rare play chart again. Rick was nice enough to send it to me. All right, so it's going to be first and second. Nuts. First and second. So it's an error on all runners. It's It's runner on first. Sal Bando. There's an error on Hendricks. He goes to second base. That's all that happens. So there's an error, E2. Doesn't pick off anybody. Bando goes to second. And let's try that again. Goes to second on an error, 2. There. Okay. And Rudy's still up. Got a lot of dice here. Holy smokes. All right, there it goes. Let's roll again now for Rudy. Yeah, we're rolling on Rudy's card now. I believe we already went off Peters. not going to roll again off the pitcher because that's giving the pitcher a second chance. We already, so it's an error. It's a pickoff attempt. So I'm going to roll off Rudy. All right, I can't lose sleep over this. A 55 is a ground ball right to the pitcher. 1-3, and I will hold the runner. And now it's Severson. I can't lose any more sleep over this. It's a 4-1, and that's Severson's a right. It's a blank. And it's a 56, which is a base hit. And Bando may score here on a 6 from second base. Bando scores 3-1, by the way, here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bando is a 3-base runner. There's a 4 right now. And will he score? I have so many of these charts everywhere now. Now I'm good with the charts. And he does score. So it's a 3-2 ball game. RBI single for Severson. And here's Jeff Torborg. Pitch from Peters, 3-2 now. And that's a 2 and a 3, and that's at the ballpark again. We'll use that 9. And that is a 32, and that is going to be a grounder to short to end the inning. 6-3. And we go to the top of the 5th inning, 3-2 ball game. Leading off is Art Shamsky versus Nolan Ryan. Playing Liberty at Metros, league game. And it's a 5-2. That's a potential K, and a 5 will be a strikeout. So Ryan blows a fastball by Shamsky, his teammate from the 69 Miracle Mets. What? 26, and that's a hit by pitch. He's a +3, and he's a 12, and that's a hit by pitch. So Rodriguez gets plunked, and he's not happy about it. Giving Ryan the evil eye, and Ryan is saying something that's challenging him. Ryan is not a guy you're going to mess around with too much because he is a tough guy. And he'll get into it with you right away. It won't take him very long. So here's Karlie Ostremski after everything settled down. Everything settled down on the field, and here comes Karlie Ostremski. And that's a 3-5, and that's a double question mark, which is here, and that 16 is too high for that, so we're going to roll on Ostremski's card. And that will be a 5-5, which will be a grounded to short. Oh, this may be a double play. See what happens, and that is a 6-4-3 double play. How do I know? Well, because I know. Because I'm smart. 6-4-3 double play. There you go. And that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning now. Scores 3-2. Gary Peters still in there. I haven't checked to see if anybody's tired. Go 28. No way he's gone 28. 3-2 game. Still a close game. All right. Pitch to Nolan Ryan leading it off. That's a 5 and a 4, which is a hit by pitch +2. And it's a 20, so no hit by pitch. And it's a 4-4, and that is a fly out to left. 1 away. Drifting under it is Karlie Ostremski, makes the catch. 1 down, and here comes Dave Cash, who's 1 for 2 with a triple. A 5-1, and that's a range play. 5-1 on a range play. Let's roll the green. See if it's a hit. Oh, it's a base hit. And that's a 21, and that's a fly ball to right. Will it be a single or a double? It is a single, base hit to right. All right, so a 1-out single. Dave Cash on at first, and here's Johnson. Call me Johnson. Jimmy Johnson. What was it? Ray J. Johnson Jr.? How did that go again? All right. You can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay, or you can call me RJ, or you can call me Johnson, or you can call me RJ Johnson. And it went on and on and on. And that is a 4-2, and that's a potential walk. And a 12 will be a base on balls. So Peters now a little bit shaky here. And let's see how he's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's got 18, so he's still got plenty of gas. And I do let my pitchers go. I don't make a lot of pitching changes, so that's how I manage. But I will be a little bit more alert because I believe that my opponent makes a few more pitching changes than I do. So here's Pete Rose with runners on first and second and one out. A double play would be just what the doctor ordered for Gary Peters, the southpaw, on the mound. And that's going to be a 66, which is a blank. Going to use that 9, whatever that is. And that is going to be a 55, which will be a ground ball to shortstop. It could be a double play. Let's see what happens. And it's going to be a double play. They turn it. 6-4-3 double play, and they get out of the inning. How did I know that? Wow. Just real smart, that's all. All right. Inning over. And here is Powell now in a 3-2 ball game in the top of the 6th. Booger Powell, he's 1 for 2. He grounded out and singled. All right, 6-4, and that is going to be a strikeout with an 8. That's K. Reggie Smith, 3-hard hitter with a 2 and a 5, and that's a wild, so we're going to do it again. And that's a 3 and a 5 this time, and that's going to be a double question mark with a 5 against he's batting lefty. That's going to be a star line. We'll use the 5, and that'll be a fly out to center field. On the run is Otis, and Otis catches up to it. Turned on the Jets. Read that well right off the bat and immediately turned and chased after and got there. Here's Ellie Hendricks. That's a 2-5, and a 2-5 is a wild again. Wow, I keep on seems like they always roll the same numbers. A 5-4, and that's at the ballpark. What did I do with that card now? Holy smokes. I don't even know what I did with that card. See if I can track. There it is. All right, at the ballpark. Let's look what happens at the ballpark. And that's a 46 at the ballpark, and that's a base hit to left. Slashes one to the opposite field for a base hit. Ellie Hendricks. He's on at first. Does not have the wheels. He's a 2. Here's Gil Garrido. And well, let's check and see how Ryan's doing. Ryan's got 18. He's still good. You can go 20, 28. So he's still good. And that's a 56. 56 is a on against a lefty. It's a blank. So we're going to roll again. And that is a 54. 54. And that's a ground to second base. Cash flips to Severson, and that retires the side. All right. Sal Bando's up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a pitch from Peters. And that's a 4 and a 5, and that is a potential tired. Let's see. He can go 13. He's not done that. He's at 7 there. He's pitched to 18, 19, 20, 21. So he's still good. He's still good. So that's going to be a potential K with the 11. Should be a strikeout, and it is. Sal Bando swings, flails at a curveball. All right. Minnesotis with a 6 and a 5. That's a potential error. We'll use that 19. And that's a 56, which will be a fly to left. No error there on that. And here's Joe Rudy with 2 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the 6th. 3-2. Liberty 2-5. And that's again a wild. Same thing on Peters as on Ryan. And it's a 1-3. A 1-3. And that's a tired single. He's not tired. So we're going to roll on Rudy. And that is a 2-4. And that's a fly ball to left. On the run is Ostremski. And he gets there to put it away. We go to the top of the 7th. 3-2, Liberty at Metros. Inside pitch. Join the league. All right, Alvarado with a snake eyes. And a snake eyes is a walk plus, and that will be a base on balls. And that's a walk on 4 straight pitches. So out comes the pitching coach to talk to Ryan on this one. Looked totally out of control. 3 of the pitches hit the backstop. never even got near the catcher's mitt. And we're 2 batters away from being fatigued for Nolan Ryan, or at least tired, I guess. Maybe fatigue is too strong a word. So Peters is going to bunt here. He is a 4 bunter. And so I got some beer I got to sign for. That's Amazon. All right, so I'm going to bump Peters here. And let's roll 1 to see who it's to. And let's roll. Well, first let's roll to the pitcher. See what happens there. That's going to be a 42, and that's going to be a potential K. Now, K, what happens to the K on the bunt? I believe the Ks are halved on the bunt because he is, I believe the Ks are halved. And on the hit and run, walks are halved. Yeah, hit and run, walks are halved. So the Ks are halved. So 42 is a potential K, and he's an 8 plus 3. That's an 11, so it's a 5. And we roll the 2, so that's going to be a strikeout. So there goes so much for the bunt. So Peters strikes out here. And Alvarado, let's see what kind of speed he has. How about hit and run with Alvarado? He's got a 7. That's not too good. All right, so we're just going to hold him, keep him at first, see what happens. That's a 22, and a 22 is going to be a star line. And we're going to use that 2. It's a ground ball to second base. Let's roll. Let's see if there's a double play there, and no double play. 4-3, runner to second. All right, we're in the top of the 7th inning. Scores 3-2, and there's a runner in scoring position for Liberty. And here is Aurelio Rodriguez. Let's see if I have a Leighton. Yeah, it's the 7th inning. Let's see if I have a somebody that can pinch hit here, who's a left-hander. Somebody who he would probably like to bring in here to pinch hit. I don't know that Rodriguez is a great hitter. 249. He has some power against righties. That's probably why you put him in there. But right now, I'd like to see a base hit. If he has a, we got Ed Stroud, who's a 266 hitter, and he's got a little extra boost against righties. Let's see if we got this other guy, Sorrell. See if I can find him. See what he looks like. We got Randy Hundley, 240 hitter. We got Sorrell, a lefty, bats 267. I don't see anybody that to me is worth the move. Crowley. 257. All right, so we're just gonna let Rodriguez hit. Not a big pinch hitting guy. I'll pinch hit seldom, from a pitcher, but that's pretty much it. So let's just swing away here. Rodriguez versus Nolan Ryan, 2 out. Top of the 7th, 3-2, Liberty ahead. Trying to manufacture a run here for Liberty, but it's not that easy. It's a K plus, that with a 7. That'll be strike 3, and that retires the side. All right. Gary Peters is in there. I believe both pitchers should be starting to be tired now. Let's see Peters. Peters has got, he's 20, 18, and 6. That's 24. And he can go 28. So he's still good. Let me double check that. Yeah. He's still good. And on the other side, he's still good as well. All right, so let's see. Severson. And that is a 50-52 is a K plus, and the 5 will be a strikeout. Jeff Torborg. He's 0-3 today. That's a 26, and that'll be at the ballpark. And that is a 54, and that's a drive to the right side, and that's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. And digging for second is Torborg, and he's in there with a 1-out double. So Torborg gets a hold of a Peters curveball and waits back and drives it the opposite field for a ballpark double. And I'll double check that. D9. All right. So now it's with 1 out. It's Nolan Ryan. Situation bottom of the 7th. Nolan Ryan with 1 out. He's a 200 hitter. You know what? We're going to let him bat. Going to let him bat because I just don't want. He's pitching a hell of a game so far, and I'm not going to pull him. But wait a second, he's tired. Is he tired? I believe he's tired already. He's got an 18. Oh yeah, he's 20. He's already at 27, 20, 29. So he is tired on one side. Torborg is, what kind of runner is Torborg? Torborg is a 1 runner. So we're gonna have to do some, in a close game like this, we will have to pinch run. Pinch runner. We're gonna bring in. We're going to do a pitcher, pinch runner, pitcher, and it's going to be Billy Buckner's coming in. Bill Buckner's going to pinch run. So he's in there for Torborg. And we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. It's going to be Manny Sanguillen for Nolan Ryan. So Sanguillen's coming in to pinch hit. He can't play the field, but he can definitely pinch hit. And let's do it then. Gary Peters versus Nolan Ryan. Versus Manny Sanguillen, who's a hell of a hitter, 325 hitter, who hits lefties pretty darn well. So probably walk him. Then that would be putting the go-ahead run on. So. Situations here to manage. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, so what I did was call to the bullpen, and it's going to be Horacio Pena against Manny Sanguillen. I could not let Peters, a lefty, hit against a guy who is basically, he rakes against lefties. So I'm going to bring in a righty to basically nullify that advantage for the hitter, and I'm going to pitch to Sanguillen with Buckner at second base, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, 3-2. Horacio Pena is a good pitcher. He's got a 3 ERA, less than a 3 ERA. Now, he is wild, and he does give up walks, but it just so happens that Sanguillen doesn't walk very much at all, so that would probably cancel out. So I figured this was a good guy to have up against Manny Sanguillen. And he was warming up in the bullpen automatically, simply because, you know, it's I have I'm monitoring the other team, and I don't want to drop the ball on them. So they know their team better than I do. I want to be fair about it. So let's do this. Let's see what happens. Here's a pitch to Manny Sanguillen, pinch hitting in the bottom of the 7th for the pitcher, Nolan Ryan. And that kills me. That's a 3 and a 4. That's going to be a wild with an 18. So that's going to be a foul ball, a souvenir for a lucky fan. Here goes again. A 56 and versus a righty. That's a potential K. A 17 will not be a K. And here's Manny Sanguillen with a 1 and a 3. And that's a star line 3, which is a ground ball to third. He will look right to Rodriguez, who looks Buckner back and throws to first. And Sanguillen is retired. All right. So now we're down. We got to get cash. Okay, we're 1 out away from getting out of this inning. See what happens here. Horacio Pena versus. Let me undo that. Bring in Pena. Pena is pineapple in Spanish. So Sanguillen made out. He grounded out. Runner holds a second, 2 outs, and here is Dave Cash. Hell of a hitter. Let's see what happens. A 3 and a 4, and that's a wild with a 3. That's going to be a wild pitch. Going to third on a wild pitch is Buckner. All right, so the tying run is 90 feet away. Here's the pitch. You know what? He doesn't walk very much either. But who do we have coming up? We got a righty, 2 righties coming up. We still have a righty, Pena there. I'm going to let Pena go. Let's see what happens. It is the bottom of the 7th. I don't want to bring in the big guns yet. And 3-6. All right. 3-6 is a potential home run. Potential home run with a 4 versus a lefty. It's a 1-18. Otherwise, there's no home run there. So we're going to roll on Cash's card. And that's a 55, and that is a question mark 9 with a 17, and that will be a fly ball to left field, and that will end the inning. So Liberty gets out of that mess. And unfortunately, we're going to have to bring in a new pitcher now. And a new catcher as well. Let's see what we do here with that situation. We're going to bring in Moorhead. He's our go-to guy. And as a catcher, we're going to bring in Johnny Oates. Johnny Oates. Johnny Oates is going to be the catcher. Let's put him where he's going to bat. We'll be batting where Buckner was running. Torborg spot. And Buckner's out. All right. Andy Sanguin's out. All right. So a new pitcher is Moorhead. And see what happens. This is my guy. This is my go-to guy, so I don't worry about anything else. You know, once I bring him in, I bring him in. He's the guy that I'm leaving in there for good or for bad. And there he is, Dave Moorhead. What else can I do? I don't have a great bullpen. All right, here's Karlie Ostremski. Let's do it. So it's a 65. That's a walk plus, and an 18, it'll be a base on balls. So Ostremski's on. Powell is not bunting, so he's going to swing one. Pitch from Moorhead, and that's a 3 and a 2. That's an error on a grounder. Don't think it's going to be an error with that 13. That's a 66, and that's a single past the second baseman. And Karlie Ostremski with a 4 should be able to go to third on that. First to third, and immediately, yep, 3 or better to go to third. So he will hustle over to third base on that grounder past the diving second baseman. No error on that. And let me take a quick sip. All right, first and third. We're not going to panic. It's still we still have 6 more outs. But we're going to play the corners in, and we're going to play Karlie Ostremski's a 4 that'll come to a 2, so I don't think he's going to go. I don't normally go with nobody out. I hold off on ground balls. So we're going to play the middle halfway for the double play. We're going to play the corners in, usually how I always play it. And Reggie Smith at the plate. He's a hell of a hitter, so it shouldn't be a problem to score this run. Here's a pitch from Moorhead. It's a 24. Remember, it's 3-2 in the top of the 8th. Liberty up by a run. A 2-4 is a range play. Ouch, range play. All right, so we're going to look at range play. And it's going to be a 3-4, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. He is a 4 at least, so let's see what happens. And that's it's a play that he makes the play at but he's in. So he's actually a -2, but that 1. So his range is a 4, but a -2, so he's really a 2, but I roll that 1. So I got really lucky there. And with the infield in, he's holding the runner. He's just going to go to first. Not going to go to second with that. Even though, wait, those guys there. Hold on a second. He gets the ball. He's going to go to second on that. He's going to try for the double play because they're in double play position. So he gets the ball quick. He looks at third. The guy standing on the bag, he whips it over there and throws the first. So I'm going to try to roll for a double. If I go for that double play, the run could score, though. That's the danger. Yeah, so I'm just going to look the runner at third, and I'm going to throw to first. All right, so 5-3, runner on third, holes, runner on, there you go. No double play. And even if I would have gone for the force, well, had I gone for the force, I would have to say that the run scores. Why? Because the throw from second all the way to home is pretty far. And the minute I look the runner back to third, I'm not going to have time to get the guy that's running to second. Because remember, the guy that's running to second has a lead already. I mean, he's halfway to second base. Especially the minute he sees the ball on the ground, he's halfway to second base. And now the time that it takes me to look the runner back and make sure, you know, that's another second that I lose. These guys can go, 90 feet in 3 seconds, 3 to 4 seconds. So every second that you lose, you're really making it really, really close at the bag. So I don't even think that he would really even go to second base. And then, of course, if he did try to get that force play, the runner would score for sure. So anyway, that's how I feel about that whole thing. I pretty much settled on my visuals on that type of play and what's happening at every position with every player. All right, so there's one out, second and third, and what I'm going to do is intentionally walk Hendricks here, and that's going to load the bases for Garrido. And this is where I can bring in a pinch hitter for him, which he would like. And I'm going to bring in a lefty. Ooh, Peters is out. Pina's there, okay. He would definitely like me to bring somebody who can hit lefty. And that is that guy, Sorrell, that he has. He's like a 270 hitter. Bill Sorrell, he's a lefty. He's going to come in for Garrido. Garrido is the second baseman, so I'll bring somebody else to play second base. Let's see who I'll bring in to play second base. He had another second base. Oh, a guy named Cullen. What did I do with Cullen? Oh, there he is. Tim Cullen will come in to play second base. Okay. So Garrido, there's going to be a pinch hitter. It's going to be Sorrell, or Sorrell, however you say it. Oh, that's not it. There we go. All right, he's a lefty. Let's put him on the left side. Okay, there's no way I'm going to win this game because I feel that I'm doing such a great job managing for the opposite team. I wouldn't do this much managing for myself. All right, bases loaded, one out, infield. We're going halfway up the middle and in at the corners. We got Sorrell, Bill Sorrell at the plate, pinch hitting for Garrido, 267 hitter. And Moorhead is the pitcher, and that's going to be the pitcher. And let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get out of this. 3-4. So a 3-4 lefty's a base hit up the middle. That killed me right there. That's like a dagger in my heart right now. All right, S1. And runner runner from second will score on a 1. And Powell is a 1, I think, so he'll score. Oh, add 1 if 2 are out. No, doesn't need. Oh yeah, no. So 2 runs will score. The game is done. And runner Hendricks will stop at second. He does not make it anywhere. All right, first and second. Bill Sorrell, kill me. Sorry, Sorrell. And we're gonna have Cullen coming in to where's Cullen? Tim Cullen will be the new second baseman, and he'll be put there. Is he better to run than Sorrell? He's a 3-base runner with Sorrell. Let's see. Oh, he's a 2. All right, so Cullen will come into pinch run as well. Pinch runner. So where's Cullen? There he is. All right, so Cullen is in there as a pinch runner. Sorrell is out. And it's Luis Alvarado, first and second. Moorhead. And that is a 2-2, and that's going to be a strikeout. So he strikes Alvarado. Damage has been done already. 2 outs now. And now going to get a pinch hitter for the and I guess we'll go with Ed Stroud. I think my guy is tired already. Moorhead is tired. Oh, 6. So where's Stroud? Stroud at the beginning of this whole thing. There he is. He'll pinch hit. Not for Peters, for the other pitcher, and then we'll bring in another pitcher. We'll warm up 2 guys, the main guys that he has, Lyle and Acker. I think it is. All right, 4-2. 4-2 is a walk. A 12 will be a base on balls. So bases are loaded again. Now for sure he's tired. So Peters, let's dump him. Here's the top of the order, lefty Shamsky. Here's a pitch, 2-5, and that's a potential strikeout. With a 1, that'll be strike 3, and that ends the inning. But the damage has been done. They scored a couple and broke it open. 5-2 now. 5-2. And we got a new pitcher. It's going to be 2 innings. Somebody could go 2 innings. Let's see. Can't remember who he liked. I think he wanted Acker. Acker's a 2, yeah. Acker's got to be the closer because he's got a 2 ERA. Let me see if he's got Grant. Oh, Grant is better. Grant's got a 1 ERA. I remember he sent me a message. Oh. Let me see. I don't want him to lose this game, and then it's because I screwed up on his pitchers. Okay, yeah, he uses Lyle and Acker, so let me look and see who would be better. For Johnson, let me bring in, hold on a second. Okay, Darren Johnson. So I got a switch hitter. I got 2 ready to switch hitters. So let me bring Acker in here. Well, let me bring in Grant for the 8th inning. I'll bring Acker for the 9th inning. Except I'm afraid it's a close game. I don't want it to get tied and then run out of pitchers. That would be a nightmare for me. So let me just let Acker do the 2 inning, but then I better do this way. All right, let's just hopefully, I'll pray that doesn't happen. All right, so Darren Johnson. Bottom of the 8th, 5-2 Liberty. Metros have 6 outs to come back. And this guy's a hell of a pitcher. Check out his ERA. I got nobody that like that on my team. Oh, man. I screwed up in the draft so bad. I'll never catch up in this league. All right. And a 5-4, and that's going to be a strikeout with a 1. That's strike 3, and Johnson heads back to the bench with the bat on his shoulder. Not happy about that. And that's a 5-5, and that was that's check swing. And they look to the umpire, and he rings him up, and Pete Rose is outraged about that one. He's gesturing to the umpire that you better get new glasses because I didn't go around on that, and Pete Rose has just been ejected. Oh, no, wait a second. No, he didn't eject him, but the manager came out, and the manager's been ejected. Tony Porter's been kicked out of this game. Holy smokes. All right, Pete Rose is struck out on a check swing. Tony Porter, the manager's thrown out. And 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 8th. And the Boo Birds are in the stands right now, and looks like the crowd is headed towards the exits in this game. And here's Sal Bando, Jim Grant. That's a 6-6 with a K, and he strikes out the side. Sal Bando chases a ball outside in the dirt, and that retires the side. Whoa, that was exciting. And Moorhead's still in there, pitching to, you know what? Yeah, we're going to leave Moorhead in there. Should have never took out, my iScore just ran out of battery. Okay, top of the 9th. Liberty's up 5-2. It's going to be Rodriguez, Ostremski, and Boog Powell against Dave Moorhead. Playing inside pitch league game 2 of a 3-game set here at Metropolitan Park in Jackson Heights, Queens. Using the Shea Stadium card, 1970 season league. Reach out to the Facebook page, Inside Pitch Facebook pages. Talk to Rick about the league if you want to join, if you're interested in getting yourself on a waiting list. It's a 2-3, and that's a potential K, and the 10 will be against a righty. A 10, it's a 7 plus 3 because we're at home, and that's a strikeout. 1 down. And a 2-5. A 2-5 is another K. And an 8 will be a K. Just falls right on the number 2 times in a row. So Ostremski swings and misses. Goes down on strikes. And Powell, Boog Powell now, he's 2 for 4 with his 2 singles, a strikeout and a ground out. Here's a pitch from Moorhead. And that's a 2 and a 4, and that's a range play. And that's a 1 and a 3, and the first baseman gets it. Nice play. Down on one knee, flips to the pitcher, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 9th here at Metro Stadium. And it's going to be Acker coming in to take care of business. He was warming up. Jack Acker against Amos Otis, Joe Rudi, and Doc Severson. There he is. All right, let's do it. And it's a 5 and a 2. Error on a throw. And that 15 is not going to be an error on a throw. We're using that 15, 2-4. And that is a ground ball to third. I don't think that Rodriguez is a 15 error. I don't think he would be playing at third base if he was a 15 error. Do I have Cullen at second base? No, I don't. I got to put Cullen in there. Cullen is at second base. All right. And oh, that's the wrong one. Wait a second. Okay. I'm looking at Rodriguez, and Rodriguez is a 8 error, so that he makes the play. So 5-3, 1 down. So the Metro is down to their last 2 outs. And it's a 1-6, and 1-6 will be double question mark with a 15. Oh, nope. So we're going to just roll on Joe Rudi. Joe Rudi with a 63, and that is a fly to right. Under it is, who's out there? Shamsky. He makes the catch, 2 down. And here's Rich Severson. We're going to bring in Bobby Floyd. Nah, we'll hit somebody else just for fun. I don't pinch hit very much. It's every so often I pinch hit with somebody. We'll bring in the light hitting Eddie Kranepool, who had 47 at-bats. He's a 140 hitter, 170 hitter, whatever. I don't care. Just going to have some fun with Eddie Kranepool. He's going to have a good season next year, that's for sure. He'll be in my lineup next year. Kranepool, Steady Eddie. Ed Kranepool is coming in. He's going to pinch hit. He's a lefty. Let's get him in as a lefty. All right, Ed Kranepool from the Bronx. All right, Acker, 2 outs, 1 out away from victory for the Liberty. And here's a pitch, and that is a 5 and a 3, and that's a potential K. And 19 will not be a strikeout, so we're rolling off Steady Eddie, 1-2, and that's lined and caught by Cullen, and that's the ball game. Let's get the final line score here. So Mike should be very, very happy. He's beat me 2 games in a row. We got game 3 coming up with Catfish Hunter going. Liberty, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, 8 left on base. The Metros, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 5 left on base. Winning pitcher will be Peters. Losing pitcher will be Ryan. And that was a blast. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV.